Well, let's welcome to episode one of Lynda and Ross's.
No.
Welcome to episode one of On the Patio with Lynda and Ross. Okay. Where do we go from there? So you can talk to the reflections in the windows.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So, the reason that we're doing this is because we both crave attention, right?
We need to put ourselves out there somehow.
Oh, there's somebody walking back.
Well, they're strangers. That doesn't matter.
As you can see, we don't live in a very private. It's restricted, age restricted, but it's not private.
Not very
Obviously.
private.
And we just had a tree cut down in the back that kind of opens up. Rico.
That's our guard. That's security. He's security.
I think I do better behind the camera because
Because you're not in it. Because you're worried about being on film.
no, I'm not worried about that. But I can get you to talk more.
I'll talk. I'll just try to pretend the camera's not there.
Well, you're talking to me. You're supposed to be talking to the camera. That's
I'll
the
talk.
hard.
I'll talk to you in the window.
Okay. I
There.
think I should have put lipstick on.
I think you should put more white in your hair.
So,
No, you should. Yes, you should. Next time. This is not the final. This is a dress rehearsal.
no, we're not doing this again. This is episode one.
Is it-
Next time we're going to have show notes.
Okay.
And I keep looking down because I'm not used to talking to the camera, and because Ross wanted to do this outside with the sun in my eyes.
Well, they're in mine
And,
too.
No,
so it
they're not
doesn't-
in your
It's
eyes.
in that eye.
And so I'm squinting, which makes this crease in my forehead even more pronounced because I have to go like that.
I'm holding your forehead.
So we live in a age-restricted community, and there's 1,200, how many homes are there?
1,200 homes.
Well, over 1,200 homes.
2,400 plus people.
Yeah, and we're all over age 55.
Right.
And we have rules and regulations. It's a beautiful day today. The sun is.
We should be
it's
out
just
at the
gorgeous.
beach. We do live 15 minutes from the beach.
Yeah. It is, and maybe we will go to the beach later.
Right.
And
Okay, maybe we should go now. We haven't gotten any commercial takers yet.
yeah. And okay, so we're rambling all over the place.
Well, this will give you a lot of practice in your, what do they call it? Not cutting, but
Editing.
editing.
Yeah.
Give you a lot of practice in editing
Right.
and stuff like that.
Well, the idea originally came about because I like to watch knitting podcasts, and I'm fascinated by them. And one thing I found is that they all follow the same format. And one of the first things they do is they announce who they are. They welcome the audience to whatever episode they happen to be filming.
With a cup of tea.
And they have their drink in their hand. We don't have that yet. But episode 2, it's going to be more refined.
Hopefully we'll have sponsors to pay for that.
So I thought, no, I don't want to do another knitting video, but I thought it would be neat to do this,
Just ramble
just ramble,
and talk about
about the day and
whatever's going on.
right.
See, this is much more productive than just sitting around watching television.
Yeah, that's true. So what are we going to do for the rest of the day?
We can go to the beach.
Yeah.
I mean, it is April already.
April,
Past April
what's today?
15th, 17th already.
Wow.
I'm a year older.
That's right. You just celebrated your 75th. Oh no, not 75th.
73rd.
73rd birthday. You look pretty good for 75th.
Yeah, see, of course, I'm really pale. I have chicken skin.
Yeah.
I'm tending to whisper. I think it's because those people.
Don't whisper because.
Does the camera pick up the sound? Well, we'll find out if it does or not. Usually we can, if we're watching the news or something, we'll talk about what's current during the day, or if something's happened, like election coverage, we might discuss that. But it's really starting to rub me the wrong. Rub.
This is not your current events group. We're not going to be talking about politics.
Oh, okay.
Because we don't want to offend anyone. By saying how we really feel.
I think politicians are offensive.
Or what?
Offensive.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyhow, if we could just learn how to focus in on a topic or two that may be of common interest to some people, that may be what it's about, or we'll just ramble on like this until we think of something real to talk about. I don't know. We have a lot of things going on in our families right now. I've got a sister up in Bemis Point, New York, population 500. You have sisters all over the place and stuff.
So, you know what the funny thing is?
Well,
The people who will be watching this, if anyone watches this,
Will be
they
mem-
already know all of that.
they know all of this, yeah.
Right?
But they don't know anything about me.
They don't.
No, they just know that I had a birthday. And I'm older than dirt.
Oh, well. Then you're older than who?
Dirt, you know.
So,
Here we are.
Here we are.
I don't worry your heads about it. This is just the beginning. It may get worse.
I'm not sure we're going to be filming out here every day, because every time. We're not going to, this is not going to be a daily thing because we can't even get the one thing.
We couldn't sit down to have an organizational meeting.
Right.
This is it.
We have to decide who's going to be the director and who's not going to be the director.
Be my guest.
Okay. So,
I don't take direction very well.
that's true. So do you want to say hi to anybody else? How do you, how do you?
I'd like to say I'm mom and dad.
Oh, that's going to be cut out.
I figured this will give you practice.
How do you like my blog that I write? Lynda
Yes, I
Grace,
do.
an hour away?
Yes, I do. It's what Lynda does is she'll write about all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And they come out of the clear blue. She doesn't plan on them. She'll sit down and just start writing, and she'll write maybe a page or two, and that's about it. And they'll be either maybe possibly little short stories or the beginning of a story that she never finishes. I mean, but that doesn't mean she's filled with auspicious starts. It just means that she's really
What?
good
That doesn't mean what?
It doesn't mean that all you can write about are auspicious starts. But
That doesn't mean that. Even though I just said that, it doesn't really, that's not what I really meant.
What did you mean?
No, that's not what you really meant.
No, it's not.
No, I didn't think so.
She'll write something and use a hook. And when she hooks you, you know you've been hooked. You get really interested in it, and then that's it. She doesn't go any further. She leaves the remainder of the story to your imagination, which is really neat the way she does it. I'm a fan. She has 101 followers on.
Yes, 101 now.
101 followers on. Is it Ravelry?
No.
Oh, it's 101 blog followers.
Linda Grace an hour away.
Yeah, because where we live, everything is an hour away. If you want to get good food, it's an hour away. If you want to get good clothes, it's an hour away. The nearest supermarket, well, Trader Joe's is an hour away.
I wonder if you can see Rico back there.
We'll know when we stop the camera. The camera's been going all this
I know,
time.
I know.
It could be. It's interesting with what we're doing
Yeah.
now. You could probably edit this into a full-length motion picture,
Oh, yeah.
but we'll probably violate all kinds of copyright laws. So don't tell anybody.
No, we're not going to violate that.
Well, if we put music to stuff,
Oh, right.
you can't put more than 7 bars, or is it
Oh,
7
right.
staffs, or you can go da 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 da, and that's it.
Happy birthday.
We can
That's
use
it.
that. We can use
No,
that.
I think they contested that.
No, it's a freebie now.
I think you're wrong.
We're gonna have one of these now. I'll make you a bet.
No, I think they said it was going to be free for happy birthday, but then I think the happy birthday people contested it.
I'm not so happy. It's kind of.
So anyway, I think that's going to be it for the first episode.
That's it for the first episode. Should we critique it, or should we have a stranger critique it?
I don't think we have to worry about anybody watching this, so
Why, we're not publishing it?
we'll publish
We'll
it.
publish it. Okay. And we might get all kinds of fan mail as a result.
Right. Please don't clog up Facebook with your stupid videos.
Oh, who cares? People put all kinds of crap on there that's worthless. Well,
And how many emails do you get a day?
well, that was only because of recent happy birthdays.
Oh, how many did you get?
About 350
You didn't get
a
350.
day for the past 4 days.
No, you did not get 350
I
happy
just-
birthdays.
I just cleared 340.
They were all
some
happy
odd.
birthdays?
No,
What is that?
I get a lot of junk.
How many happy birthdays did you get?
About 115.
Okay, so that's a far cry from 300.
But I got 300 pieces of mail.
Well, that's not what I asked you. I asked you how many happy birthdays you got.
I answered you. I
No, you
had
said-
about 115.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Some people even responded twice.
Who's the person who sent you a happy birthday that you know the longest?
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if I'm allowed to use her name.
Just say how you know her.
We were in nursery school together at the age of 3.
Okay. Well, you'll tell that story about the whole story at another time.
Okay.
Okay?
And
because
if
it's a
they,
long story,
yeah, and I
and
make them
I've heard it
longer.
1,000 times. So.
I know.
But I mean, these, our followers haven't heard it, so
They haven't heard it at all. That means I can tell them over and over again. So that way they've heard them the same number of times as you. I'm glad we can make ourselves laugh.
yeah, because we really don't have plans today. So
Well, we can go to the beach. Rico's our dog. He's skulking behind us somewhere in the wet, long
well,
grass.
I'm going to get up and go behind the camp because we don't have. This is not a professional setup, obviously. We don't have a cameraman. We don't have a sound person, and it's just us with the tripod.
And a
sitting
camera.
there, and a camera. So I'm gonna get up and show Rico.
Okay. I'll just sit
Okay.
here.
Let's see if we can see Rico.
If you want to move things,
Well, I think you have to move because he's behind you. There he is. Let's see if we can zoom in on Rico. Oh, there he is.
that's cool. Now you know how to use the Zoom.
That's right. Rico,
Puppy.
say hi. Say hi.
Hi, Rico.
Oops. Okay, so that's it for today.
Okay. Sayonara.
Bye.
Hasta la vista.
Okay, stop talking for a few minutes because I have to do that thing where I have to stop it.
For a few minutes.
Well, for a few seconds.
Okay.